G'day everybody, it's Max and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program, the 12 colonies, that's right. And in this episode, it's Dyson Sphere time. That's right, the universe is collapsing. The game is updating and we are running just plain out of time. Now, this is where a little divergence is going to happen. Basically, if the file can be saved at a later date, we're going to pick it up back up and take it in a different direction. But because of the update and the warnings behind the possibility of losing this file, and because of all the mods and stuff that are attached to it, we're going with this direction now, and basically we're going to put a Dyson Sphere around the blue giant. Now, it is not a full Dyson Sphere. Unfortunately, there just isn't enough time to make enough rockets and enough solar sails and stuff. But I got a couple 100,000 rockets here. I've got a couple million solar sails kind of on standby. Now, I have it calculated out that I think I need about 6 million sails for what I'm about to do. I hope I have enough rockets. So, this is something that's already going to take me another probably 20 to 30 hours to get to do. So this is going to probably be a two-part video where, we'll get to see some of it. We'll also be doing a tour of the systems because there's some really cool stuff that goes on now. I mean, it's just so cool. And you're going to get to see some of that in these next couple of episodes. But of course, first things first is we have to tell on this side here in the Scorpio system to launch the things towards the blue giant. And of course, this means we have to say, hey, you know what? We want you to launch all the rockets and the things. You know what? You're gonna need these, my friend. Yes, you are. Just 100 at a time, though. We don't want to be too greedy here, right? Okay, so here you go. You can have a little bit of that. If you would just demand 100 of those for me, that'd be fine. And you're going to remote supply all the rockets red glare. And, of course, that's what you're going to do here shortly. Now, the other side isn't asking for the rockets yet, and that's because I'm just beginning to load these up. So, the other side will ask for them shortly, I'm sure. And, yeah, I think this side's only probably supplying 100 warpers at a time. In fact, we should go up top to have a quick look at that. Since we've now turned those on, they will do a thing for us. Because we're gonna need a lot more warpers. Yeah, we're only asking for 200 at a time. Let's do 2,000 at a time. I know, that's crazy. What? Yeah, let's have a couple thousand. Let's get a couple thousand warpers in here. Right on. Now, let's make our way over to... you know what? Let's fly this way. So, of course, the factory is very busy, doing very busy things. Now, of course, over on this end, we want to be able to get ready to ship these out big time. Yeah, you're going to remote supply those, but instead of all this gathering I've been doing all this time, you're now going to start spitting these out like crazy, man. Yeah, that's right. I want you to spit these right back out, mister. Yeah, we're going to come down here, and you're just going to spit those right back out. And, yeah, just like this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there you go. And now, I suppose... yes, you are getting warpers. You do warpers automatically. That's good. You know what? You do that, mister. And they should be doing that because, of course, of the way it works is these have been set up delivering solar sails to the PyCon system for some time, and that is not the one I wanted to do. This is the one I wanted to do. It's this end I needed to do that on. Yep. Yeah, you need to do it on this end, Max, because that's the thing. Well, you're not doing that on that one, are you? No. So we'll do it there instead. Now, of course, these are going to try and suck this in on the other end, so we're just going to take them off of there. Like so. Yep. pretend you didn't even do that. No, don't take away that tower. Holy smokes, if we blew up this tower, that would be very upsetting. Yeah, you got lots of stuff. Lots of stuff in the things. Yeah, you're going to take these away. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you right back, because it'll take me probably, well, it's going to take me several minutes to work all the way through the many rows that this goes down and get this all geared up. So I'll bring you right back for that, and then we'll continue on. Okay, with that all taken care of, this side is ready to go. It is now time to head on out to PyCon and get everything started up. Now, you're going to see some really cool stuff here. This is some really cool stuff coming up shortly. Yep. Let's head on over to... let's see if we can't... yeah, there's PyCon. So you'll see there's already some warping going on back and forth here. So that is actually pretty cool. Now, of course, once everything kind of gets started, I will take another camera shot of this. And because it's probably pretty calm out here at the moment. But we'll just, I'll zoom in and out here. Yeah, so it's pretty quiet here at the moment. But as soon as we start launching rockets, this will go super crazy. Like, it will go super crazy. And it's really cool. So I'm going to take a quick, I will take a quick shot at that. Now, let's zip on over here. And, yep, we'll just warp speed 3 that. And get over here super quick. And then we'll get this started up and underway. Now, of course, as part of this, well, I'll say 2-part episode of building this Dyson Sphere, we're going to be doing a couple things. Wow, I think I'm stuck in super fast mode. Okay, there you go. Oh, almost missed it. Almost missed it. Whew, left hand. You really gave me a scare on that one. Okay, so we're going to be doing, within this couple of episodes, we're going to be touring some of the other planets that I've set up, right? So we're going to go back to Planet Max. We're going to have a look at that and some of its planets. We're going to look here at PyCon from orbit. We're going to look at the Scorpion systems from orbit. We're going to have a look at some of the planets, some of the really cool effects that are going on, and all that wonderful stuff. Now, first things first, we want to get rockets. Rockets, red clear. Yeah, that's right. It's rocket time. Do. All right. We got to get the rockets down here. Yeah, that could be a problem. Let's get up here for a second. Yes, so you've got, yep, we got the motors ready to go. We've got like a couple hundred of these things ready to go. So as when we fired up the rockets, we would have lots of material. So let's actually start pumping that out there now. Now, I'll just do one line at a time, and if we run a little short on power, then it won't be a big deal. I'll just bring another line on. I'll just bring another line down, and then, of course, we can keep doing that. Now, I have to actually get a line down in here, into these guys, and I think this one's going to be my best bet. It's the same one here that I used for solar sails, except I will keep this line open for solar sails, but you'll notice here shortly I have another plan kind of in play for solar sails. So we're going to have a look at that here shortly. So we got to get these rockets down there. Now again, this line should do 1,800 a minute, and really, yes, I do have a couple hundred rockets down there. You know what? We could do it this way. Same way I'm doing this. So you will notice that, in fact, it's going to be easier to see this from orbit. Because I want to launch so many solar sails at once, and I don't want to be wasting too much time at that, instead of trying to draw a bunch of lines down from the pole to get down into these guns, what I've done is I've set up towers at the 90-degree angle sections to dump solar cells directly into these lines so as we can get them up and running as quickly as possible. But now I'm also tempted to use these same towers to dump my rockets into. Yeah, why not, right? We can probably get rockets to go around these things a little bit faster, maybe. If I just do a little bit of finagling. Let's go with space 2 because it's not being used at the moment. Oh, that is the most crooked. That is the most crooked thing I've done there. Okay, well, you know what? That's too bad. Because it's even gonna get more crazy. More crazy. All right, yeah, get up over. Yeah. Well, of course. No, of course. You had to have a power pole right there, right? So yeah, do that instead. Yeah, that's fine. You know, you want to give me a hard time on that. Yeah, you should put another power pole right in the way of that one, too. Yeah, cool. All right, yeah. Okay, so that is one way that the rockets can get in. But now, I think what I'll do is I'll fly to the exact opposite side, and I have the rockets coming in on this side, too. So that means I should be... you got to turn that on there, Max. Don't just leave that like that. You ought to know better. Number 2 is going to be rockets. And you're not remote supplying anything there at the moment, big guy. But we're going to call them in here shortly. And now I'll just whip over to the other side, and I'll do the exact same thing over here on this side. Look at that. How much power do we got available? 612. So if we kick on the other side, it should be like 1.2 gig. Not quite as good as Sun's, but I'm afraid it's going to have to do. So this is the other side. Yeah. Looks like my only way in is right here. So I guess that's the way we're going to do this one. We'll sneak this one in on this side here. Yeah, you're going to be a number 2 for me. Yep. Thanks, autosave. I really appreciate the help and the assistance. Considering we're probably going to lose this file anyway, which is really going to bum me out. I've put a lot of work into this thing in the last month, and unfortunately now it looks like I'm probably due to this upgrade or this update, we may lose this file. But you know what? It's always the risk you take with mods. You have to kind of accept that as a thing. Unfortunate as it is. So, okay, you need to do this. Yeah, we're going to set this up here for a second. Okay, yeah, we're good to go. All right, so the way this is going to work is I'm going to switch these to remote demand. Obviously, we're going to start pulling in rockets from the other system. They should start dumping onto the line, and all the good things are going to happen. Why don't you... Oh, yes, we should do a local demand for that, because you're going to need warpers. And now we're going to do local remote demand for that, and a remote demand for this. That is going to make things happen there. I expect you to be pulling 10,000 rockets, though. We'll investigate that in a minute. Because I know you got rockets up here, right? You're doing things with rockets up here. No, you're not. You know what? Oh, you can remote demand that. I am pretty sure I had those set up. Just saying. We will be back to that in a minute. So this, of course, is also going to get all the guns to pew-pewing. So we're going to... I need to do a local demand this, remote demand that, and remote demand this. Perfect. Now, as to why are you not sending me rockets, I will figure that out shortly. Yeah. But meanwhile, we should fly around. What's going on down here? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Somebody got cut off. Why did somebody get cut off? We don't like it when people get cut off. How much of this is all cut off? How much of this was cut off? Looks like a fair amount. Looks like it cut off up here is what happened. Ugh. Wonder how long that's been. Well, you know what? It is what it is. Sometimes things happen, you know. We'll hope that it wasn't too long, because there's a lot of stuff going on in a lot of places, for sure. Okay, now we have to tell this side. Yeah, we want to remote demand that. We want to local demand this, so you can get some warpers and start pumping them solar cells in here. So now let's sail on down to the next set. And you're going to remote demand that. You're going to local demand this. Yep, thank you very much. And I don't even know why, you know, you put ships on things, right? I mean, look at this. You know, like, these aren't going to go pick anything up. They're like, nah, we're not going to do that. I'm like, why not? You should go pick something up. Yeah, I don't feel like it. Okay, cool, but you could go pick something up. Yeah, we don't feel like it. I'm like, okay, fine. Don't go pick anything up. See if I care. Yeah, see, that's what we expect. We expect lots of stuff in the things out in the lines. Okay, here we go. Yep, you can do a thing, and you can be local demand that. Thank you very much. Because you guys may actually want to go pick something up one day, dude. Gee whiz, holy smokes. Yep. Alright, you're going to remote demand. You're going to local demand. Yep, that's you. And this should be our final one, our final contestant, our final thing. There you go. You're going to remote demand and local demand. And that should fill you all up with all the things. I know. So we're going to actually hang out here for a short time. We should see lots of rockets coming in here. Yeah, do the thing. Yep, do that. Let's zoom out here. Yeah, look at all these rockets coming in from Scorpia. Yeah, those are all my solar sails coming in big time. Super duper. Perfect. I will, of course, go find out what's going on with all these rockets. Darn it. Look at all the solar sails out here already. Like, yep, we're making solar sails out here, and it's about to get crazy. Now, I do know I have a break in the line here. I have a break on the line here on purpose. So we do want to connect this all together. This line will be a continuous running line around the planet to keep things rocking and rolling. And this side, of course, is now doing the same thing, even though, and so, of course, as sails get pulled in and shot or whatever at different points, then these should all get redistributed nice and even to make sure that the pew-pewing is going pew-pewing crazy. Yeah, that's what we want to see right here. Lots of the pew-pewing. Yeah, pew-pew that. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm talking about. I want lots of the pew-pewing to go on. Pew-pew. So, of course, we have multiple orbits going on, and those multiple orbits are doing multiple of the pew-pewing. There we go. That's good. Looks very good. So it all depends on where they are on the angle at the moment. That's really good. That's perfect. Okay, I'm going to fly back to Scorpia and find out what's going on with my rockets, because gosh darn, they had better get here. And to stop them from launching, what I will do is, let's fly around to our 2 rocket launcher locations, and I will snip them. That's right. What I will do is I will temporarily snip them so as they can't launch without us being here. I know, that's pretty sneaky of me. Okay, which side are they on? They better be on this side. Yes, but no. Where's my rockets coming out at? I mean, there's one tower. Okay, cool. Well, it's not you. So where are you? Yep, where are you? So this would be our second tower. All right, there's the rocket. Yep, we're gonna snip that right there, and now I will just fly this way up and over to the other side and snip the rockets up there. Yep. Okie dokie, and you're supposed to have a rocket lane. Yes, you do. Look at that. And now I'm just going to double check this one at the top to make sure that, like, yes, this will accept rockets as well, but I don't want them going anywhere. You, mister, don't, yeah, you can demand, but you ain't sending them anywhere. Okay, I'll bring you right back as soon as I find out what's going on with the rockets. Easy problem to solve. Just reverse the rotational dooflickies on the switchy thingies, and we now have rockets. it's a little more complicated than that, but it's perfectly fine. Rockets are now arriving here, and we will now actually set this up. We're gonna gear in on this side, and then I gotta fly around super fast to the other side because, of course, that's going to start launching rockets right away. And we want to make sure we get down to this side and get this one hooked up. The day side and the night side. The night side and the day side. Okay, there we go. No. Do the rocket things. Do the rocket things. I need you to do the rocket things. Zoom all the way around through my little maze. All right. Whoa. Oh, okay, yeah. No, you're doing fine. Yeah, you are fine. Okay, cool. Whew. Let me tell you, sometimes. Yep. Sometimes. You kind of have a heart attack because getting this stuff together, it has been a crazy 90 hours, okay? Because I haven't been able to shut the computer down, the last days have been really, really tricky, for sure, like quite tricky to deal with. And that's just because of just how everything has gone. Obviously, there's really no way for me to know how long it will take for mods to update. We're using a couple really quirky mods to do this series. And, again, they said that, yeah, if you had a plain vanilla file, it should work without the new stuff. But this is not a plain vanilla file. And when they update the mods, they're going to probably update them to work with new files. So obviously the old files will probably stop working, which is where I'm really stuck at. And of course, that's the big problem, right? The big problem is that, of course, if it's going to break everything, that means it's going to break everything. And that's kind of a bit of a bummer. All right. We have rockets red glare. They are red glaring into the red glaring things. And that's what we want. We got 150 rocket launchers that can do 5 each. So that's, I think I had it worked out that it would do 700 and... Well, it would do almost 800 rockets a minute. Of course, this is this being the blue giant star. I don't even know how long it will take to get it all done. Right? Of course, I am going to be leaving this on while I sleep. It's going to be doing a thing. Hopefully, we're going to get some nice recordings out of it, of different parts of things going on. So we're going to get out of this for a second. Zap that into high drive, high gear, high something. Do the things. Oh no! Flashing energy ball. Slow down. We have to go put on more power. We have to go turn on the more power. Get out of that, dude. I know you're gonna be dragging really hard. Yes, more power. We need more power, please. I have more power lines just for you, my friend. Do that. And do that. How short are we on the power? Wow. It wants almost 3 gigs. We're not even going to come close to that. Darn it. Okay. Yes. This is going to hopefully take care of the brownouts, but it's probably not going to help with all of it. Yeah, we're going to get stuck. Okay, well, looks like I got some work to do. But at least if we can keep the power up and running, we're going to keep the rockets launching and the things pew-pewing. Now, rocket launchers, of course, use way more energy than the guns, right? So I'm not so worried about that because again, we're not doing a full-on sphere. I do have a pattern in play. Hopefully, we'll get to see the pattern emerge here as the episode goes along, and of course, that's going to be like a couple of day thing for me. But of course, as it does go along, I'm going to have to go deal with some power issue here. Looks like I'm going to have to bring out a sun or 3. That's for sure. Yep. Looks like I got some work to do, but this is the thing. It's going to happen. But you know what? It does look really cool. I mean, because we are definitely launching rockets and things. Yep, that's a really cool thing. You know what's really weird is I have got this set up for a really big sphere. I mean, it's really big sphere. But as you can see by the orbits, I've got these orbits set at their max distance, and this planet is still outside of that, which is really, really weird. Because I mean, this blue giant is not small, right? Like when you go to do a Dyson Sphere around a general star, the numbers you'll get are like 26, 29,000. This is at almost 180,000. Okay. Now, true, that is not the biggest one I've seen. I've seen them go up to like 240,000, 250,000. But still, 180, 190,000 is not small by any means. I mean, usually in any normal system, like the first 3 planets would be in here, like would be inside this ring. This one planet here, it's way out there. I mean, its orbit. I actually calculated this out earlier. This orbit actually takes 8 real hours to do one orbit around this star. That's how far out this planet is from this star. Yeah, it's that crazy. 24,528 seconds. Yeah, it's almost 7 hours and change of real time. That's real time. Now, yes, if you're using the 3 times or the speed up mod or whatever. But even so, even if you're running that 3 times, that's still like 2.5 real hours of game time that you would be playing at 3 times the entire time just to make one orbit around this star with this planet. That's how far out this planet is from that star. And it's too bad that it wasn't like there wasn't one more planet it's on a normal rotational thing, because that would be kind of cool to see, just to see the difference. But yeah, so we have the beginnings of things being made. Like all the rockets are going down there. They're making a thing. Hopefully, they're going to make it right. I do hope that once they kind of get started down there. In fact, you know what? Before we do the cutaway, let's fly down there, because I'd really like to see if the node is if any of the nodes are actually getting made. Yep. Yeah, fly on down there, big guy. I have no idea how far that is. That could be like a really far away. All I know is that it's down here. As all the rockets are pew-pewing around me. Yeah, I know. This is really cool. Setting up a Dyson Sphere is always really cool, no matter how you do it, right? It's just, I don't know what it is. The game is just, they did some really nice, pretty touches with the game. I gotta give them that. Well, it looks like it's trying to build a thing down here. This is good. Looks like it's trying to build a thing. Okay, yep. Let's I guess it doesn't really matter which one we go to. Looks like they're getting set up. It's looking pretty good. And those little dots there look like the first sign of solar sails, if I were to take that on correctly. Is that what it is? Is that what that is? Nope. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That is exactly what that is. That is the first set of solar sails going in. That is awesome. Awesome sauce. I mean, you know what's funny? I don't want to show it to you yet. Okay, I don't want to show it to you yet. But this is actually quite small on the scale of the the Dyson Sphere builder. This is actually a pretty small thing on that scale. Out here, it's freaking huge, huge. That is really cool. I can see why people build Dyson Spheres around blue giants. That is pretty cool. Okay, I've got a power problem I got to solve, and other things I got to take care of. So we're gonna do some cutaways. Yep, I'm gonna try and solve some power problems. We're gonna do some cutaways, and let's see what happens. I'll talk to you here shortly. This is one of them really cool moments in the game that it's a bit unexpected, but I guess it's not as unexpected as I thought it would be. Here, in this case, we see almost 1,000 logistics vessels. These little dots that you see moving between systems here. So, of course, behind me is Scorpia 4 in its orbit. And you'll notice that there's a line that's actually going right through my body. And it's unfortunate that the star does make it kind of hard to see, because you can see the little dots traveling back and forth along this line here. At the same time, there's a line behind me between Scorpia 5 and Scorpia 4 and Virgon. Virgon, of course, is providing a lot of the stone for Scorpia 5 at the moment. And that is why you see a lot of warping ships going back and forth here. There's actually, I mean, almost all the stone is coming from Virgon to make glass. And as mentioned, there are the glass making is in the hundreds of machines per minute. So of course there's a lot of warping going on between Virgon and that. But it is very, very cool. Of course, I'll show you another look at this from this view. Obviously, when you're out in this view and you can see it all. Now, of course, I'll try to put Virgon in here as well, just to kind of bring it into focus here. It could be a little tricky. There we go. So here you can see just how much traffic is going on between the 5 planets that we got going on. Plus, all the stone and titanium I'm dragging in. Now it's mostly all stone. It's very little titanium. There's still plenty of titanium here within the system itself. So a lot of that is coming from these planets, but I do have titanium set up in Virgon so as I could pull that if I needed to. But it is very funny that how much we are using out of the Scorpia system. And of course, all of these ships moving material around between the 5 planets to Planet 3, because of course that is this is where it's all going. That is Scorpia Prime. That is Scorpia 4. I'm assuming this is 3 and 2 over here. Yep. It sure is. Scorpia 3, of course, is the planet where we make everything at. Okay, that's fine. Just show me that. And then here, you can show me that because that's where we want to go. And again, there's very little stone left in the system. Like, there's less than 900,000. And though we are sending it to Planet 5, it is actually getting, it actually needs a lot more than that, and it's getting most of it off-world now. So I just wanted to kind of show this as one of the highlights of the map and everything that's going on here at the moment. Just watching, hundreds of ships moving around between the planets. You got this line up here, you got this line that comes over here, you got this line that moves up to the left, and of course the line that's running behind me, and there's lines, of course, going to Maximus. That's where that one was going right there. Meanwhile, Maximus is also sending stuff to PyCon, as well as us. We're sending stuff to PyCon because that's where the blue giant is. I do hope that the mods and stuff do get updated, even with the major changes in the meta of the game, so as we can continue the series. But if not, we'll do another one. Of course, we're going to do another one. And in fact, I think I'll even try to reduce the colony number a little bit if that's an option one day, and even make it a little tougher on resources, because I mean this view is just so cool. It is really, really cool. That's for sure. Okay, let's cut back and have a look. With that, we are well underway to having a Dyson Sphere around the blue giant star. That's right. So, continuing on, in the next episode, we're going to have a review of some of the planets that we've built up. Have a look at PyCon Prime here, of course, and I'm going to do some additional tweaks to keep the guns pew-pewing and the rockets red glaring and all the things happening as there's things forming out there in space. That's right. And at the same time, we want to have a look at the other things, like some of the planets in the Scorpius system. Of course, we want to go back and look at Planet Max and a few others. So with that, I'm Max. This is the Dyson Sphere Program, the 12 Colonies, where we are building the blue giant Dyson Sphere model around before everything collapses, now that the game is actually updated and we lose the file. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.